What's up? I've been reading this article uh, entitled Even Baseball is Out at Home in Rohnert Park. This is the second part. Uh, I was already reading this before. If you saw um, the other video or YouTube I made of this, and I was talking about a small minor league baseball team that no longer exists. The Sonoma County Crushers was a baseball team, small time minor league baseball team in Northern California, and they don't exist anymore. But yeah, as a kid, I personally knew or got to see the Crushers, the Crusher baseball team. I personally knew the team or some of the place and stuff. I actually got to see one of the baseball games, and I think it was only I don't remember exactly because I was just a little kid, but I know at least like I think it was just like one time I got to see at least one of their games and stuff, where I was in the stadium or whatever, in the bleachers and stuff, and I got to go into the stadium and see one of the games. I think it was only one, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was only one time that I got to do that. But I thought it was pretty cool. Uh, yeah. Let me see. I left off. I was reading this article. It was a pretty long article, and it's from way back. And I left off at Fletcher is bitter over the fate of the stadium, where he spent about $500,000 on stands, restrooms, and concession areas in return for his $1 a year lease. Although the Western League had fallen apart, he had hoped that with a renewed lease he could attract a team from a different league. With a mall taking the place of the stadium, that dream is unlikely to be realized. The field was a disgrace, he said. We made it something that could be proud of and something that got them national attention. 3 years ago, a Forbes magazine hailed Crushers' home games as the best afternoon of baseball, Fletcher said. Major leaguers, including Giants pitcher Chad Zerbe, got their start there. There definitely was more than baseball to the Crushers, Fletcher said. You could take a family of four and get them and, and get in for $20. They said they needed the property, but I don't know. Sonoma County should be able to support a team. For residents like Jordan, the issue goes beyond baseball to a place where lucre trumps a distinctly Californian belief in an ample future. Selling off city property to solve a short-term financial problem doesn't solve anything, Jordan says. They're going to get a one-time financial windfall, and unless they do something permanent with it, it goes away. For now, Rohnert Park Stadium remains standing, a gray and forlorn ghost in a pasture overgrown with mustard weeds. Bob Fletcher still dreams of baseball in the Sonoma Valley and doubts whether appraisers will affirm the city's high expectations of an upscale mall on his former team's field of dreams. I think something a lot less grandiose will happen there, he said from his home in Santa Rosa. Then he paused and added, I'm still hoping someone will say, hey, let's build one of those really nice minor league baseball stadiums there. And that was the end of this article. Yeah, there was a lot of problems, a lot of things that happened with the Crusher baseball team. They didn't have, they went bankrupt and stuff. They didn't have the sales or the profit. And one of the reasons, there was a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons people weren't going there to the baseball stadium is because I mean a lot of people had lost their jobs when the dot com went down or got outsourced. And so I mean, people, I mean, just had a harder time, uh, working or having money, and price of gas kept going up over time, and and so yeah, I mean, people they just didn't have the jobs, they didn't have the good paying jobs, and you had a lot of problems, a lot of stuff going on, and so they didn't have the sales or they went bankrupt, and so they yeah, that baseball team got closed down. But I mean, there was something more with this. Uh, I mean, something was lost. I mean, I personally, got to see the some of the baseball games or the crushers and stuff. But I mean, like the future generations or like the kids and stuff. I kind of feel sad for the future generations or kids who will not know or get to experience that. So I mean, like something was lost. I mean, culturally and stuff. Uh, but I mean, even as a kid, I mean, stuff used to be different. I can't really describe it. It's hard to describe. You would have had to, for those of you who don't know, like stuff about like this or whatever, stuff about uh, like stories like this, you would have had to almost have been there to have have known or stuff. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it was like even as a kid, I could almost feel it in the air. It was as if there was something in the air that was like different. I'm not sure how to describe it. The society was different. The people were different. I almost want to say that it was almost a different kind of United States, almost a different United States than what you have today. If you compare the society or the country today with, let's say, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it was just, or beyond that, it was just totally different. I'm not sure how to describe it. Something was there. And yeah, uh, I think it's kind of sad. Um, but yeah, they just didn't have the money and stuff that they needed for this. And yeah.